Hello, welcome to Dundrolls Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Today we're reviewing Batman and Robin, the Deluxe Edition, Batman vs. Robin, which is the second volume of Grant Morrison's Batman and Robin run, which I think this came out, when did this come out? Totally forgot to check. 2010, apparently. 2010. Alright. So this has art by Cameron Stewart and Annie Clarke with covers by Frank Whiteley. Right. Oh, I went the other day. I picked up some Halloween decorations for Halloween month. Right. So I was gonna get this big tombstone thing, but I spent the money on books, so I had to buy these cheap decorations. Which I'll show you the books if I, when in like a comic book haul video, because if I because I like to keep it at least 3 books, and I only picked up 2, so if I pick up some more next week, I'll show you what I got. All right, so this book collects issues 7 through 12 of the series, right? That's the back cover. Costs $25 US, 29 Canadian. Alright, so that's a cool cover. So this book comes with 2 stories, right? And the first story is The Blackest Night. No relation to the Green Lantern crossover event, right? Where here it's like Batman goes to Europe, right? Because Robin is still recovering from his spine replacement surgery, and he's in London, England, teaming up with Grant Morrison creations Knight and Squire, which are basically a parody of Batman and Robin, right? And yeah, there's Damian Wayne getting a new spine from his mom, right? And also Batwoman is here, right? I'm trying to find, so the reason why Dick Grayson Batman, there's Squire there, who looks kind of cool, right? So the reason why Batman's in London, England, because he knows there's a Lazarus pit there, and in some old mines that these supervillain groups are fighting over, which are villains of Knight and Squire, that I think were introduced in issues was introduced in Batman 667, right, through 669. At least that's what I think. That's what it said in the background. So he's there to put Bruce Wayne's body in the Lazarus pit, right? And it turns out that the body was a fake. It was like a clone of Bruce Wayne made by Darkseid, right? So that was cool, right? And then they also find out that Tim Drake was probably right, and Batman is still alive, but he's trapped in the past. Which there was a Batman miniseries by Grant Morrison, where Batman was traveling through time, through the different ages. So you got to see a caveman Batman, a medieval Batman, 17th century Batman. It was pretty cool. I didn't read it, but I heard it was good. Right. So this story, they're investigating Dick Grayson Batman is investigating the Wayne lineage, looking for clues that Bruce Wayne is in the past. While this is going on, Talia al Ghul with Slade Wilson's help is trying to control Robin using his new spine, right, to kill Batman. And there's also a story where the Gravedigger teams up with Damian Wayne against the Mexican train, which is the Mexican cartel, and you find out who the gravedigger is, right? So I'm going to go into spoilers, right? So like overall, I thought it was mostly good, but like, I don't know, man. This wasn't. I felt like this didn't have the chaotic energy that like the first Batman and Robin volume had, and it didn't have as much action and intrigue. And I thought the reveal of who Gravedigger was kind of dumb, which like Damien calls him out on his fake British accent, right? But overall, I thought it was good. And I would say there was some cool action, not as cool as the first volume, but it was still cool. And I really like the fact that they're setting up this whole war with Batman Robin versus the Mexican cartels, because if you know anything about the Mexican cartels, they're really scary. They're really, really scary. I've accidentally stumbled on some videos of the Mexican cartels doing some heinous stuff, and oh boy, if they bring like 20% of the savagery of the Mexican cartels in this book, it would be some interesting reading. I would tell you that much. So I would say this is a 7.5 out of 10. Still recommend reading it, but like it's not as good as the first volume. So in the last page, you find out who the Gravedigger is. So if you don't want to know, leave now. Turns out it was Joker all along, which. Here's the thing about Joker. Joker is crazy, yes, and Joker is unpredictable. Joker would not like pretend to be a fucking crime fighter or detective just to get the whatever he was fucking planning, which we don't know, right? So, like, I thought that was kind of dumb. It was cool to see him team up with Robin to fight those, like, henchmen of the Mexican cartels. At least I think they were, or they were part of that fucking Batwoman's, like, evil, like, crazy crime cult, or satanic crime cult, or whatever the fuck, it was, right? But yeah, like, Joker, I feel like, I could be wrong, but Joker, I feel like, would not try to impersonate, like, a crime fighter or some shit, just so he can, like, get the head, just to, like, just to get a heads up on, like, Batman or whatever. I thought the ambush Batman or whatever, I thought that was a pretty dumb reveal. Like, and then there's the fact that, like, in the mask, like, he looks like he has no nose and shit, and, like, Joker has a kind of pretty big nose, or depending on who, so it's like, he was supposed to be a burn victim under that mask, and it's like, dude, like, oh my fuck, man. Because the way they drawn, like, Gravedigger, they were like, oh, like, he had, like, no nose or whatever, or something, so, like, the fact that he's, like, Joker with his big nose was under there, that was kind of dumb in my opinion. But overall, I thought it was cool. Maybe they do some cool stuff with this reveal in the next issue. I don't know. I never read the third volume, right? Which I don't even know what it was, but like, if I can pick it up at some point, I definitely will, because I really love this run. Which I remember back in the day, I hated, like, I didn't hate Grant Morrison's run, but I thought it was too much British shit in there, but I thought overall the British stuff wasn't too bad. And it's a gothic book, and British shit and goth do mix, because did they invent the genre, or was it like Poe did? And Poe was American, wasn't he, or was he British? I don't even know. I would have to look that up. But yeah, I don't know. Overall, I thought this was a good book, but I thought this reveal was stupid. Right. So my next Batman month video is probably going to be Batman Assault on Arkham, which is this movie here. But it's a thing where I watched this like a year or two ago, so I don't really feel like rewatching it. So we're going to We're going to review this instead, which I know it's Justice League, but you know, Batman's in it, you know. I couldn't get the Snyder cut. I'm sure I'll review it at some point. I just, you know, stuff happened beyond my control, and I didn't. If I knew they were going to lock down people like me, right, I would have bought more Halloween month books, and I would have bought, you know, the Snyder cut. But like, I didn't know about it until after I spent all my what's it called, free cash, not free cash, my budgeted, like, you know, spare cash. Oh, what the fuck, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? And depending on my mood, this might be the finale for Batman month, which is the Batman and Shadow crossover. So maybe we'll do that, maybe not. Also, I read the first, like, 4 issues of the... I read the first 4 issues of the Eternals, and I thought overall it was pretty good, so I'm looking forward to reviewing that. So make sure... And apparently that movie comes out in November, so there's not really a huge rush to, you know, read it and review it now, but it's probably good just to get the review out there before the movie comes out. Alright, which I am not sure if I'm going to review it, because, you know, we'll see. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Sorry this video came out so late on Batman month, but, you know, stuff happens. Alright, also, there's like 2 books back there I didn't get a chance to review, which was Batman Arkham Knight Genesis and Batman Battle for the Cowl. At some point I will review those books on the channel, right?